Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Take it away, Pain User.
All right. Our pink Zerg is going to be check prime we in the left-hand spawn of Terminus. And over on the top portion of the map, we have his opponent, our orange Protos, who kind of got ran over there on Zelnaga Fortress.
Like I said, man, Womp Rats, my T16 back home.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
That was pretty
That's one
nasty.
of the best quotes from the first movie in Star Wars.
Oh man, there's so many quotes in the first, all three Star Wars. It's like,
What was that one when Princess Leia talks to the general? She's like, the more tight you grip the star systems, the more they'll slip through your fingers.
I could smell your foul stench from here.
Well, guys, we do have Check Prime versus Tails, and it's going to be on Terminus. Name just slipped me for a second right there. And big map. I think we could be in store for some late game ZVP action. However, they have spawned somewhat close to each other, so keep that in mind, and we'll see what both players decide to go with.
Still, though, even close spawns on Terminus are so... the map's huge.
The map is pretty big.
I mean, the Protoss player here, Tails, could potentially do some kind of a timing push here. He does have... it's definitely shorter than Cross Map. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah. Cross map
is
with
just
like
ridiculous.
what Metalopolis or
No, Cross Map
Cross
on
Map
this
on
map,
this map,
is a ridiculously far distance.
It is really.
It almost always goes to 3 or 4 base.
Yeah.
Very rarely do we see players 1 base on this map. It does happen though from time to time, but we see Tails priming up for a quick expansion here. He already has his forge down, and
He might just be looking to build a pylon. Yeah, there it is. So he's making a pylon right in the back corner. Really smart spot. And this is going to allow him to warp zealots to harass the natural whenever he pleases. I kind of like it.
interesting.
Oh, I love it, man. I mean, think about it. This is a really hidden spot. The Zerg isn't likely to scout that area. And in the late game, or mid game even, that can prove to be a point of reinforcement and issues for Check Prime.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. It's just really interesting that he dropped that there. And the cannon
first
before the
Nexus. Interesting. Well, the ground distance is, it's a little bit closer, I think, because of the close spawn. So he just wants to make sure he doesn't get harassed by early lings. And now he's going to get the Nexus out.
Okay.
In fact, 2 lings are already out on the map. So here they are. They're chasing the probe down, and Tails should be able to get that guy out of the way.
Now, as far as builds are concerned...
No gas yet. Actually, he's hatching right away to the 3rd. Wow, super quick hatch once again after scouting the Nexus going up. And Check, I think, could be going for an identical strategy from the last game.
Yeah,
Might
certainly.
be going for the backbreaker, man.
Well, also, the way Tails does his fast expand,
Yeah.
he gets the forge first, he also gets the cannon, and he drops the Nexus relatively late. So Check actually getting a significant advantage here by taking the super quick 3rd. I don't think Check's opener is necessarily that economic. He's super safe.
No, the one thing I wanted to point out is, anytime you see a Protoss get the early Nexus, you really do have an option of getting that 3rd hatchery down right away. However, I think this time Tails has a gateway up a little sooner. But having said that, you do make a good point. The Zerg player is well protected on this map on the 3rd because it's tucked away in the backside.
Oh.
However, there is a pylon over here. And then add in one last however, the Overlord has scouted it.
Yeah, the Overlord flying directly over where that pylon is. Interesting that he would actually scout that now. I don't think that Tails can use this for anything. He's heading over there with a probe right now. I think he's just trying to scare Check. Check building 10 Zerglings there.
That's a lot of lings.
I don't know if that's a response to the pylon or if he was going to already make those anyway. But either way, if he did make those as a result of that pylon, that's definitely paying for itself.
Yeah, the pylon paid for itself if this was a response from the pylon. However, I think that Check will be able to use these links to maybe harass Tails a little bit, but Tails seeing those Zerglings, I think he may gear up a couple more offensive units to protect himself from the Zerglings. And now, guess what, Pain User? We've got speed on the way. Pretty important upgrade.
It is indeed.
Yeah.
Is he mining gas beyond that? Yes, he is. So, either going to go for a layer here or potentially a Roach Warren, Evo Chamber. Not sure for now. He's just droning up real hard. We do have 5 gateways. 6 gateways out of Tails here. It looks like we're going to see a 6-gate timing push out of Tails.
And I was talking about this in the last game.
Yeah,
Anytime you see a Zerg triple hatch, it's a really good idea to just 6-gate him. Well, I don't know, man. I don't know if Czech is going to be ready for this. This is going to be pretty high aggression, and if he throws down any more gateways, you can count on it being an all-in. And the nice thing here, too, is it's going to time really well with +1 weapons. And that's a very big upgrade. Zealots 2-shot Lings when they have +1 weapons, and that's something to really keep in mind.
And, you know, Czech hasn't committed to too many Lings yet. He does have 10, so he needs to be a little careful there. He will finish speed. Roach Warren going to be done in a little bit here. That Overlord is going to come in and scout so many of these gateways. He's going to see 5 alone in the main if he heads over to the left.
No. But you know what? I think he has an inkling that there is a 6-gate coming because he's making 10 roaches and 2 spine crawlers at the front door. Oh, man, I can't help but feel that Czech is going to be really prepared for this. I think 10 roaches and this many Lings is just going to stomp the gateway attack.
Yeah. He's flanking around the back now with his Lings. I don't think he's going to go for a full backstab here. He
could
may
hold position behind the mineral line with those Lings.
More Zealots warping in here at the natural. He's going to go for it. He's going to run all the way into the main. Is there a warp gate cooldown left to block that ramp? No, there is not.
The Ling's allowed to run right inside the main, but there's a pylon here, so it looks like Tails can warp in some Zealots, and that's exactly what he's going to do.
This could be a disaster for Tails, though. These Lings might be able to take out the Zealots. I don't know.
I don't think so. I think the Zealots going to be able to hold their own.
Oh, they do have
And meanwhile, the attack is coming from Tails. A couple of force fields going down, but I think that Czech may have enough roaches to repel this. And he does indeed. Wow, the 6-gate getting just denied, but Force Stalker's warping in.
It's not denied yet. Almost. He needs to be careful here.
He's being really bold with those crawlers.
He certainly is. Moving those out even farther.
But
he doesn't want
has
to
to protect the rocks.
Third. Yeah. And, you know, that's actually a really smart move right there by Czech. He saw the opportunity. He had a little window of time here while more units were going to get warped in. Now we have 14, 16 Lings on the way. Additional spine crawlers coming in here.
It's getting really big.
Pretty
that
scary
Protos
ball
army
there coming from Tails.
And it looks like Tails is going to go right behind the alleyway here. Going to do a little bit shady deals, and he's going to go behind the back. But a Lings coming in to take the pylon. Oh, a force field protecting the pylon. I love it. Czech had an opportunity there to stop the reinforcements, but Tails was all over that. And now the Lings look like they're going to go for a run by.
Once again.
I think that Tails may be prepared this time, though.
Wow, why doesn't he go for the natural? There we go.
He should just hold position on the natural, and I think he's going to do just that. No, he's chasing down the probes. Going to go for the cannon, actually. And the cannon is going to go down.
Oh, wow. Beautiful
now the probes are exposed.
He's going to get into the main now. He could potentially kill a few more probes here. He's just doing such a good job harassing with these Lings, getting probes when and where he can. A lot of probes going down here. 10, 11 workers, maybe 12 here.
11 workers have gone down so far, and for a moment there, Tails was actually pulling back. Yes, the blinds are coming down. The wind is blowing through. I feel like I'm in a convertible sports car right now, man.
We'll be all right.
Well, Baboon Prime, Czech Prime, is chilling right now. He's got a lot of forces. I think he may have enough with the crawler defense to protect his natural. I don't know about the third, though. That's going to be a little bit more exposed and away from the crawler defense. Meanwhile, Tails has held off the Zergling harass, but he's lost a lot of workers. And he is moving in right now for the attack. Big attack coming down. Huge force field slicing that Roachling army in half. The Lings cannot get in there. The Zealots being pulled away from the Roaches. And it looks like Tails is going to barrel his way through, but there's a lot of crawlers in the back. And they're providing a lot of defense. But Tails may have opened an opportunity to go for the third.
Yeah, he could take down these destructible debris and head in there. He's taking it down relatively quick here. Does Czech want to engage here? He's poised to strike. He continuously selects his Roaches and might move in there if MVP Tails heads in, though. Oh my god, is he going for the full counter base race here?
I don't know. I don't think he's pulling everything, but I think he's
going to turn
harass.
into a base race, though.
That's a lot of Lings. I think that Tails with 6 gateways will be able to warp in enough Zealots over time, though. It's going to be close. Zealots holding the line at the natural.
Great position.
And an attack here occurring at the Zerg natural as well. More force fields going down. The sentry's running out of energy, though. That's all the force fields that she wrote. And Tails has run out of energy. Meanwhile, Lings are running inside the main, and Czech is going to have a huge advantage. He's going to be able to kill off a lot of workers. Maybe not. Zealot's going to be
Well,
able to
for the
defend.
time being, he does have a major economic advantage. He's killed 14 workers. He has 3 bases. It's 58 drones to 29 probes.
You know what really surprises me, too? We haven't seen any Infestor tech come out. It's just been Roachling from the Zerg and pure Gateway from Tails. Still basically Tier 1 tech, Tier 1.5 tech from both these players. And you know, disaster could occur at any second. I mean, there's so much forces on the map for only 15 minutes into this game.
No, I totally agree. Spinecrawler's going to reroute here. He might be able to take out the top one as it's rooting. I think he might have extended that one a little bit too far. I think he wanted to have that in range of the pylon so that the Spinecrawler would snipe that offensive pylon there. But Tails might make his move here. I don't know. Let's hope Czech has made enough units.
That is so many Gateway units, but if we look at the army tab, Tails is suffering drastically, 113 under 183. He has lost so many probes. He's down by a good 30 or 40 probes. He's using that Force Field energy up as well. He needs to make sure he conserves that to slice the Roachling army in half when it counts. A lot of Zealots being picked off at the front door as well. And you know what's so amazing here from Czech is he's continuing to spread the creep even on this offensive.
Yeah.
And this is pushing the Protoss army back.
Well, speed is about to finish here for these roaches, and that is going to change everything. He's been working with speedless roaches this whole time. He's also getting +1 carapace.
And now Hydras are coming out.
Once that kicks in, man.
Those Hydras could just be the end of it.
I think just speed and +1 will be the end of it. The Hydras are just the icing on the cake. He has so much supply right now. He's about to max out. Tails down at 115, and here we go. Czech trying to push out here. Trying to make a little bit of a move. A lot of force fields do go down.
How
nice
clever
burrows
is that?
right there.
I like it. In fact, there's no obs, there's no robo bay, there's nothing to detect the burrowed roaches. If he gets tunneling claws, which he is, he could just unburrow underneath this entire Protoss army.
He could actually just pick him apart once he gets burrow. He could head
He already
into
has
the
it.
natural.
He could use
Once
burrow
he gets
micro.
burrowed movement, yeah.
He could use burrow micro to defeat the Protoss player right now, but I think he just wants to save his APM. He's gonna go for the attack right here with the Hydras in boot. And oh no, this Hydra composition with the roaches is just gonna crush the Gateway ball.
Oh my god.
That is gonna be it for Tails.
Yeah, Tails looking like he's
GG.
in a lot of trouble here. GG comes out,
Oh my goodness.
and Czech will absolutely take that series.